Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Brought to you by HobbyLink Japan. This is episode 175.
75 Sid.
And we got lots to talk about,
Yes.
following on the heels of the RG 00 Raiser build that we did on Gunpla TV.
And Sid did that incredible build super quick and you can watch the whole thing.
That's right. It took me like just under 2 hours, but edited down. It's 1 hour and 35 minutes. So, but I kind of left everybody hanging at the end there. You know, I had the Raiser built and I had the 00 Gundam built. And before putting them together, I said they had to wait for this episode. So, that's right. I like to tease. So we're going to talk about that, of course. We're going to talk about the GP01, which arrived the same day, which I also built during our little vacation.
Sweet.
First, do you want to talk about the stuff that just went up on our site? Sure. Okay, let's get to that. All right, the first kit we're going to talk about is from Reconquista NG. It's the Kabkali. Kabkali. He kind of looks like a bat. I think he's kind of cool. Yeah, it's good to see like very dark kits.
Yeah. It does look kind of like a Batman.
Yeah, and it's going to come with the extra parts and those stands to kind of mount them. So.
That's clear. Is that clear parts? That looks
I don't know. We're going to have to wait till we get the box in our hands. And following up on that, now that everybody's excited for this one, this is the new Revive series RX-782. Now,
it's a classic.
Yes, somebody asked us to talk about these on in the HobbyLink TV Facebook, and what I mentioned is after reading the material that Bandai provided to us, it looks like they are using new molding techniques to give us this kit that is more articulate and with better proportions than the HGs that came before. So that's why they call it the Revive series. So when this comes out, we're definitely going to show everybody.
But it's not my 4.0.
No, unfortunately. All right, so now you remember the GP R35? This is the Dom R35, and he's a big boy. He's a big bruiser, and it does look cool. Of course, it's from Gundam Build Fighters, and it looks like he's going to come with a few extra shields that you can mount on there. I was actually surprised to see this one coming from Gundam Build Fighters. And the next one, I think the last Gundam that just went up on our site is the Lightning Z Gundam. Yes. Now everybody knows the Zeta Gundam and the Lightning Gundam. This is like a combination of the two. And I think it looks pretty wicked. Yeah, I think it looks great. Very cool. I'll be excited to get my hands on that one as well. And now Ryan, of course, the one you're excited about.
Yes, the Y-Wing, the Starfighter.
Bandai did announce a Y-Wing Starfighter. Yeah. We don't have images we are allowed to show you.
Yes, after the hobby show.
Yes, so we'll talk about Shizuoka in a second, and then we'll talk about the Starfighter at that time.
Yes. An amazing amount of interesting kits coming. Yeah. And just a reminder to everyone, if you want these kits, due to limited stock at the moment, I really recommend you place your orders. You'll be crying later.
As soon as you can. That's the way things are looking. Like, we've hit critical mass. Like, Gundam is so popular now that maybe if you're not quick enough on the draw, you might miss out that first production run.
So yeah, get your orders in. Also for the Star Wars stuff.
Definitely.
Don't wait if you really want it. That's what I'm saying. But Sid, what do you got?
Well, the kit that also arrived the same day as the RG was the new RE. And during the break, I built that one too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about this one first and kind of explain what it can do and cannot do. And then we'll get to the RG, which everybody's waiting for. So we're going to save the best for last. Okay, here he is, the GP04. And you can see, you know, he's got these huge, you know, fuel tank type things in the back. But he's still pretty sturdy. Well, there's a secret to that, and that is that he's got a little third leg here. Now, I will say that if you want to put him on a stand, he does come with the adapter, and if you want to do that, you can actually take off this bottom piece, pull off that leg, and just kind of drop this on here, and then you'll have him mounted in flying in space. But I don't have a stand that I'm using for that purpose right now, so let me put this back in here and put it back to normal. Let him stand up. He is pretty sturdy with the polycaps and the joint design that Bandai has for the RE line. So before I put on this final fuel tank, I had him standing with these two monstrous guys, and he did okay. Bandai actually does have you, when you put on the backpack here, when you assemble it, normally you assemble these hips. Let's pull this out here. With this thing here, Bandai actually asked us, or mentioned to me in the manual, to shift it forward, kind of moving that weight forward a little bit, maybe to offset that. So I did do that, and he seemed to hold together pretty well, although it changes the look of the skirts a little bit on the front. But you can see, you know, he is staying up. He's pretty solid. So that is good, because when I saw this guy on that giant backpack, I was like, oh, like what's going to happen? So things to mention, I think, are pretty cool. In here, this is the beam saber handle. You can take it off. It is kind of tight in here, so you fold it out here and you can pull it off, put it in his hand. But they store this way. But this thing isn't just to store the beam saber handle. You can put it on there and kind of push it together, and it's meant to kind of hold this up, because let's face it, it is pretty heavy, and it might want to start drooping. Well, now it will hold up a little better thanks to that little design there. A couple things that I thought were cool, and let's see if I can find them here. It's going to be really hard to show you because this thing is all built completely. But bear with me, camera people. You can look in here and you can see that these are pointing opposite ways, but you're actually using the same pieces. And all you do, I don't know if I can actually pull this off here, if you can get in there. Can you see in here? Mm-hmm. You see it's got this V?
Yep.
This other leg is like that too. So you can assemble both at the same time, and then when you are choosing right and left leg, all you do is choose where this little tab, which direction it's going to go, and that will, it'll go one way for the right leg and one leg for the left. And it's actually pretty cool. I mean, they didn't have to mold two different sets. They only mold the one set, and you just build everything kind of all at once. And when you get to that last stage, that's when you decide, which direction you're going to point those things. It's not a bad idea. I have not kind of seen that idea from Bandai before. And Bandai is, with the RE line, is trying to give you these monstrous suits in 1/100 scale, but with less parts and less things to assemble. So they did a good job in that regard. And I guess I'll start talking about the weapons this guy comes with, because yeah, he does come with these giant things on the back, but he also has some other sizable things. Like check out his gun. It's pretty big. Now, it comes with extra handles here, one here and one here. You can actually, put the left hand on and he can hold it with two hands, but he does hold it with one just as easily. So I will put the one on like this. I'll tuck it under here. And, there he goes. He's got the rock solid joints thanks to that RE100 polycap design. So I'm not worried about that. And check out this shield. Like that. I think this shield is pretty awesome. I love big giant shields like this guy has, so I'll put it on there like so, and we'll put it up there so you can read his name just like that. On the GP, there you go. He does come with another kind of rifle if you want to use that one, and he does come with the beam sabers. Of course, I showed you the beam saber handles, but you do also get this kind of funky beam saber part. Maybe it looks like it bounces off of something. I'm not quite sure what this is for. People who've watched the anime will probably be able to tell me. But, it's nice to have extra pieces when Bandai wants to give you those. So, you can see now this GP04 is ready to go. Kind of looks like a butterfly, but he's one mean butterfly. All right, there you go. RE100 GP04 Gerbera. Big boy. He is a big boy. Definitely, he gets some assistance standing up from that little leg there, which you don't need, as I mentioned.
Third leg.
I like the shield, so I tend to keep the shield on him instead of using the hand on the extra handle for the weapon, although the weapon is quite large. But it's actually not bad.
No, I like his shoulders. I like this design. It's like classic but modern. Classic
GP01, but GP04. I like this build over the Mark III RE.
Okay.
I think it just works better, what they wanted to do with this build over that kit, and maybe some of that is the extra leg they give you to stand up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this guy off to the side, and then we'll talk about the kit that everybody wanted to see, the RG.
The cake.
Alright, so here I have the RG 00 Gundam, and here I have the accompanying RG Raiser. Now, just as it is here, this should be able to come off and fit onto here. And of course it can do that, and well, I'll just come right out and say it. It's amazing. But before I get into kind of putting everything on, I want to talk about what else this kit comes with. You can see the riser here. It's kind of just sitting here, and as it's not flying, it's landing. Sorry, stationary.
Land mode.
Yeah, there you go. There are these holes in here, and you actually get landing gears. Now, I have all the extras together here. Like, let's just go through everything. This is amazing. Like an RG size box. I cannot believe that they got everything in here. So Let's just go one thing at a time here. Look at that GN sword. I can fold open like this. This thing can flip open, and you can attach it to the bottom of your riser, and you can also mount it to a stand like this. So it's got the GN sword there, but you know, maybe I'll put it on the Gundam afterwards. We get 2 more GN swords. You can see that they come with extra effect parts you can put on there. Here's the other one. If you do not wish to use the GN swords, what you can use here, and I haven't actually cut these off yet, I don't think. Where are they? Somewhere here. These little pieces here. You see this kind of tab here? It actually fits in this hollow on the skirt, right in there. So if you plug it in there, you can actually mount the GN swords just like they're being holstered, or however you want to call it. They're stationary. That's just one of the things you can do with them. Mount them on there. I've already got a hand on there, so I'm not going to mount them. You get, sorry, can you see right here? You get the stand, the normal stand adapter that comes with the RG kits, but you also get a stand adapter for the RG OO Raiser, so you're getting 2 of those. Let's see what else I was going to talk about that. Oh, here's the effect part I should have mentioned before for that giant GN sword. It can go on there like this way, and it actually clicks into place once you get it on, and it won't come off. It's very, very good, and boom, you pull it back off. So this is actually 2 parts you put together. You even have to assemble the effect part on the thing. That's pretty cool. You do get 2 shields. They're a little bit fragile, I think, but that's because you actually are meant to take them apart. For example, like this thing can move up and down, but you can mount them together, and to do that, all you do is kind of pull it off of the base and move it up into this spot. And then you can just put these 2 together, and you've got the shields together, and of course he can hold on to them like that. Or if you like, we'll just pull this off a bit, you can actually use this tab here and mount them to your 00 Gundam, just like that. So that's pretty cool, eh? So this guy's coming off again, just because I got to keep going in this pile here. Here are the landing gears for your riser. We'll just leave those here. Extra hands, of course. Thank you, Bandai. Okay, this is also landing gears and parts to cover up those openings where there's no landing gears, if you choose to do that. Now this one, I believe this is the adapter piece you can use to put the beam saber handles together. They'll fit in there, and you can have him hold one double Darth Maul style beam saber. It's actually quite cool, but I'm not gonna bother with that right now. See, there you go, beam saber parts. You get 2 pilot figures with this guy. 1, 2. Oh, okay. That is pretty cool. And of course, there's 2 versions of I think the 00 based on who the pilot is. For example, you have these optional parts here. Can you see that? Yep. This clear canopy, if you choose to, and you want to, if you wish to, you can drop that on there and build that version of the riser. Okay. But also, here's the cool part on swap when it comes to swapping. Let me take these off here. Now, how do I show you the coolness of this? If you pull this up here, it unlocks. There's a little gap in there. Can you see that? Yep. Now I can tilt this up, and I can push it back down and kind of lock it in that position. It doesn't come back down. It still swivels, right? Yeah. But now I kind of have access underneath to the GN drive. So if I go like this, I can actually push out that GN drive. Okay. And then if I want to, I can go ahead and oh, I gotta swap out the base part here. Swap out this base part, drop it in here like this, and then I can, you know, put the tanks on there. So you can choose to have the tank or the GN drive. I prefer the GN drive, but I know there's some fans out there who want the tanks on there, the condenser type in 00. So let me just put those back. It's cool. Unfortunately, although I can understand why Bandai did this, given the amount of plastic they have in that box, you only get 1 of these, so you do have to swap. So, I mean, you can't have everything, I guess. No. But you get get a lot. You get almost everything with this thing. That's the thing, and then you can lock it in here. Click. Now I am going to start, I guess, putting on all that OO Raiser stuff. But first, hold on. Let me fix his ankle armor. I found with his ankle armor, while I'm doing this, I'll explain, that it's the fit is very tight, and if you the kit is actually able to articulate in there, but the armor isn't meant to. So if you turn it just kind of the wrong way, that ankle armor might pop off, but it's easy enough to put it back on. So moving all this to the side here, I gotta talk to you about how to get the riser onto your 00 Gundam, and we'll look at the back here. You can see the skirts move quite easily. That's cool. In behind here is the place where it's going to go. So you can kind of fold that down here. It can get a little tricky, like it kind of wants to come off, but you can get it like that. Here he is. Now, to plug in your OO Raiser, here's what you have to do. Let's take off the wings first. You know, you fold those back, or pull them back, and it comes off. Now you grab it and you extend the entire thing like that, and you can bend it. So we bend it again, and there it is. Now I can just plug these two together. Here we go. And there it is. So already he's slightly heavier at the back, but there's things I can do about that. So they involve the binders, the wings here. I can unfold these. Now to get these onto here, you have to kind of, normally it's in this position, you have to kind of pull it down like so, push it back in, and then this little latch tab, fold back down. So now it's pointing this way. This actually goes right in here. It might be tough to see, but it kind of slides in there and rests in there.
Okay,
it doesn't click in.
Rests in there. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't click in, and you'll be able to take them back out easily if you like. And you know, we'll open this up, and at the same time, I will pop this open because this opens too. Give me a second here. I gotta pull it from the right angle. This way. Come on. Just a little bit, you kind of get that opening. It says, it doesn't open too much, but I'll put it like that. Stay there for now. Do the same thing, right? Pull this down. I can push it back in so it stays. This kind of pops up. There we go. Open that up like so. Put that on there. There we go. Now with the binders, the wings on the shoulders, it offsets the weight of the back there, and he actually stands pretty solid. Yeah. Which is, I know, a big concern for people when they saw that Bandai was going to make this. They thought, you know, it's going to be awfully back heavy. Will it stand up? Will I have to use a stand? Well, the answer is it's actually pretty solid. And if you want to, you can, you know, reposition these to distribute the weight just by unlocking it. And you can get him in his kind of flying mode, you know, and pivot around the back. If I do pivot these around to the back, yeah, he's going to become slightly heavier back there. And I will probably need a stand, but for now, let's see. There he is. Maybe this one too. It's not too difficult to kind of get in there, locking and unlocking things. These will come off easy enough if you need them to, which you probably will. So let me slap this back together here. There he is. I think he looks awesome. All right, there you go. You can see the RG 00 Raiser. I got him all decked out here. He stands pretty well. Yes. Of course, he is a little back heavy, but so far, you know, because you don't have polycaps for the joints on this thing, especially the legs and hips, it is pretty solid. And you're able to kind of lock these in various positions, like I said, to kind of adjust the weight. And I found with these things on his shoulders, it offsets that big thing on the back. So it has its space, it has its balance, but let's be honest, like most people are going to get an action base, stick it on there, and enjoy it for, you know, what it is, that giant flying monstrosity.
The amount of detail always blows me away in these RGs.
I'd have to say that this is the best RG to date. I was a big fan of the GP01, a full burn-in, just because of how they designed that little ship cockpit thing in such a small scale. But with everything you got going on in this box, like I would have to admit that the 00 Raiser is probably a step up, slightly higher.
Agree, disagree, leave your comments in the
Judging by the amount of people going crazy on the build video, I think most people were keen on this, maybe over the GP01, which doesn't have such a following, maybe. So what I'm going to do is I'll put all the markings on. That's going to take me another couple of hours. Maybe I'll bring it on the show afterwards, but we'll see. But for now, I consider him done enough. We can show him. I'm going to put him over here, out of the way. And then we'll talk, well, you want to talk about something else that just came out recently, Ryan?
Or did this just come out?
Yeah, I just found it in the shopping center near my house. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is, it's called a new type of Raiser. And this is, I saw these like a Kara Hobby like a year ago when they had a promo. But they've actually gone ahead and added Gundam heads to the end of the Raiser. So I found the RX-782, but they had the Z-Gok, they had the Char Zaku, they had the Zeon, the perfect Zeon, I think.
This is what makes Japan awesome.
I know, this is weird. So I open it up here, pull it off. There you go. Keep that for posterity, and I want to show everybody this thing. So they say it's a new type of Raiser, like, you know, it can pivot in different directions.
I mean, it has magical abilities.
Maybe. Look, there you go. I don't know what to do with that now, but maybe I can get the other half and put it together. Yeah. But it just kind of hides in there, so yeah, it's not bad. Apparently, you like slightly push it in. I don't know.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, you have to go sideways or something. Am I even going the right way?
Hold on a sec.
Yeah, follow the instructions.
Push down and turn.
This is coming in the side and turn. So I'm going to cut myself here on TV.
Please don't cut yourself.
Oh, pull it off like that. Weird.
That sounds good.
And then you just kind of... You know, I was thinking of shaving myself in the show. But...
I'm not ready for that level.
Really?
You never see.
You don't want to see? Like, oh, I see. You can shave, and then you can just... You're done. Easily disposable. That's the new type. So
which company is this?
They're like a new company.
Raiser.
Yeah,
really? Yeah. Wow.
It's not like the normal
Bandai's
companies you see.
Expanding into male. You know.
No, it's not Bandai. That's the thing. Like they pay for a license.
Raiser, yeah.
And it's called X-Fit. Like they've been trying to sell these Kai Raiser X-Fits for some time, and they did kind of a promotion with Gundam. But this is the first time you can actually get the Raiser in Gundam colors with this extra little thing here. I had to pick it up and show everybody on the show.
Look, I don't know if HLJ will be carrying these at this time.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future.
Could you imagine? How are we going to export those? So let me put these over here. Now, Ryan, before I get on to the winners from last week, did you want to talk about something that's coming up next week?
Shizuoka Hobby Show.
Yeah. Shizuoka's coming up next week.
Expect Sid there, expounding the virtues of Bandai.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like, I'm in the dark right now. Like, I know the Master Grade Hyakushiki 2.0 is coming at the end of this month. But beyond that, like, what's coming in the Master Grade?
We heard noise about maybe
RG?
a Star Destroyer coming for
what's
Bandai?
coming in Star Wars, yeah. There's going to be a
big
lot
thing.
of that.
Oh, yeah, with the new films coming up. We actually might see the kits from the upcoming films.
Nope, we won't.
No?
Yeah, apparently those are not going to start hitting the stores until September or December. Okay. That's the news article I read. That we will see the merchandise. I think it's September, end of September, October.
Pre-orders. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, look, the show not only has got Bandai, it's got Hasegawa.
Oh yeah, it's got everything.
Tamiya.
Yeah, it's got everything. Of course, we'll be going to the Bandai booth as soon as I can.
Yeah, so keep an eye on our Facebook, on our Twitter on next Thursday, Japanese time, to find out what's going on.
Yeah, we'll be trying to update it as quickly as possible. All the cool stuff on like the Facebook, and then we're gonna be putting out the videos for kind of each manufacturer
as quickly as we can.
Yeah, we just try to get that information up, get people excited, and they can decide for themselves what's cool and what's not. We just try to put everything up there. So because of Shizuoka next week, we're trying to keep this episode kind of lean. So let's kind of skip the comments and questions for next time, but I'll still give something away, right? Remember I said I'd give some stuff away. Yeah, I'm not too busy. So we have the Victory Gundam, the HG, and the V2 Victory 2 Gundam. We'll talk about those on the show. Now we had 329 comments, and the first one will go to comment 281. And he said his name is Enrico Asa no Hoshi. Asa no Hoshi is like Morning Star, but I don't know where the Enrico comes from. Maybe he's Spanish. He says, "I will not say Sig Zeon." Okay. He didn't, and he still won. All right, so congratulations to Enrico Morningstar.
Yes.
And the V2, it goes to Dark Wolf, and he wrote, "I am loving those frame arm kits," which is good because they are pretty cool. Great job, guys. Only started building Gundams this January, and I'm already hooked.
Sweet, that is good news.
Yeah, so he's only been in the biz, involved with the Gundams for like 3 months, and he's already won something free on HobbyLink TV. So that was comment 232, if I didn't say that. So I will be contacting you two winners via email. Please give me a few days because we're really busy around here.
Are we going to announce any more
prizes
today?
We're gonna
You're going to think about it?
announce any more what's?
Prizes today?
No. We're saving that till after the Shizuoka.
Okay, so after Shizuoka, when we're
if
back
I
in business,
announce today, it's going to be like
3
weeks or more before we can actually get back and sit down and do another episode. So I thought we'd just let everybody, take in the Shizuoka information, and once we come back, we'll start the giveaways again.
And we will talk about Shizuoka.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I won't stop talking about Shizuoka for like 3 months afterwards.
It's very exciting for us. We're going to go to Shizuoka on the Shinkansen.
Yeah.
Have a day out.
Rub elbows with the Bandai guys. No, they probably get sick and tired of seeing me. Just walk in there and start.
Brian should be there doing the military stuff.
Yep.
Scott should be talking about planes. So
yeah, it's going to be a good time.
The HLJ crew will be out.
It's going to be a good time. So look forward to that. Ryan, where can they see us?
Just to remind you all, we're on YouTube. And we have a blog, HobbyLink TV.
Yes,
There's a lot of fantastic groups. We have Twitters, Facebooks, Tumblrs.
Yeah.
Anywhere you want to Reddit.
We've read it? Okay.
We have a Reddit.
All right.
Post your questions, comments, and we'll do our best to get back to you. But please keep in mind that we are a lot of the time under a time crunch. But just to remind you, and we just came back from Golden Week, so we're catching up. Customer service is catching up, and our shipping is catching up. But just to remind you, we're sponsored and brought to you and employed by HLJ.com, HobbyLink Japan, and please buy your kits from us.
That's right. Okay, and going forward, I know this week we had no Gundam kits to arrive. Yes. Next week is Shizuoka, but that same day Bandai will have a couple HG releases, middle of the month kind of thing. The big release this month is the MG Hyakushiki, which we will see on my birthday. So I'm going to be having a good birthday at the end of this month, and looking forward to showing you guys that because it is going to be kind of awesome, I think.
We'll try not to ruin your birthday, Sid.
Oh, you already have, right? So from now until the end of May, kind of an idea of what to see. Shizuoka, new Gundam kits.
And Star Wars.
And Star Wars, yes. There's lots of good stuff. So, keep following, keep watching us here on HobbyLink TV. We'll see you later.
See you guys.